Happy New Year and welcome back to Sunshine in My Code. I'm Matlapeng and this is my channel. So happy New Year again, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you can kind of be a part of the notification squad. So I do tech related videos and I do tech content, a little bit teensy bit of travel and lifestyle, but it's mainly like a tech channel. So if you're interested in learning how to code, learning more about the tech industry and everything tech related, this is a channel for you. So today's video is answering a question I get quite a bit in my Instagram DMs. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, you can find me at Matlapeng, that's Matlapeng. You can follow me on Instagram and ask me questions. I'm a really good replier, guys, on Instagram. So a question that I get quite a lot on my DMs is, what do I need to study to be a programmer and how do I choose a degree? And I will be doing another video about boot camps versus getting an actual formal degree, but this video is actually going to be mainly focusing on people who are going to study at university and they're kind of not really sure what they need and what to study. So the first thing most people worry about is, what do I need to study programming? Do I need to have done IT or programming in high school or come from a programming background? Luckily for you, most South African universities don't assume that you come from a programming background. So they've set the curriculum for computer science or programming in a way that it should be super friendly to anyone. So even if you actually haven't done programming before, you can still do it. And depending on your faculty, you may not need a strong maths or physics background, so it depends on your faculty, and I'll get more into that later on. Another thing I wanted to highlight is that there are BTechs, University of Technologies, that do also offer programming, IT, or computer sciences. Most of this will cover the same things. I think the most important question is to ask if the degree has a lot of programming. So in this video, I'm going to be covering 3 degrees from 3 different faculties, and that is a BCom of computer science, business computing, or information systems from the commerce faculty. And then I'm also going to be covering a bachelor of science in computer science from the faculty of science, and also a bachelor of electronics and electrical and computer engineering from the engineering faculty, right? So starting off with the BCom degree. So the BCom degree, like most BCom degrees, only requires mathematics. So to do a BCom, a Bachelor of Commerce, you actually don't need a commerce background, meaning you don't need to have taken economics or accounting in your high school career. So it's fine even if you just have math. So they'll just look at your core math marks, and depending on the university, so some universities will be fine with you coming in with math literacy. Some universities will not be fine with you coming in with math literacy. They'll want maths core. For instance, I know UCT and UP do require only maths core, and I know University of Technology will actually be fine if you did maths literacy, but you need to have gotten really good marks for maths literacy for you to get a BCom. So if you are getting a BCom, the reason that accounting and EMS are not prerequisites is because BCom degrees are designed in such a way that the student taking them doesn't need to have done accounting in high school, right? To do a BCom in accounting, you don't need to have done accounting in high school. To do a BCom in computer science, you don't need to have done computer science or anything commerce related in high school. They'll just look at your math marks. So that's really important, and that will kind of just help ease things out for you. And another thing is that when you are doing a BCom in computer science, you will be doing other commerce related subjects, right? So these are called electives, and these are not a part of your major but a part of BCom, right? So because your degree is BCom and computer science, so you need to do BCom subjects and then you need to also do computer science subjects. So you will do computer science for 3 years of your career, and you will then also do stuff like accounting, law, ethics, all these other subjects that are related to a commerce degree, that make up a commerce degree. Another thing that commerce offers is BCom in information systems. And information systems, I think they also do information analytics, a whole bunch of information related degrees. If some of them do include programming, like information systems, you do nearly as much programming as a BCom degree, but it's a bit more focused on doing it for very corporate situations. You will be solving corporate problems and not so much just learning the general like theory behind computer programming and computer science. With BCom information systems and computer science, you can always switch between them, so it's really fine. So the first year of the 2 degrees is exactly the same, and that's at UCT. At UCT, they're exactly the same, and then thereafter you can actually change your mind. You may also find information analytics, which may not have programming, so it depends on your faculty. Just please ask them how much programming is in each one and what the first years, how the first years of the degrees differ, because it's only after your first year that you may have like a clear understanding of what each degree has. The next degree we're going to talk about now is your Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, right? So because you are now in the science faculty, it's mainly rooted in science subjects such as physics, mathematics, astrophysics. I don't know a lot of science subjects. You will also be doing computer science as your core subject, right? So for 3 years, you are guaranteed to be doing computer science, and then you may need 2 years of math, you may need a year of astrophysics or a year of physics, depending on your faculty, on your university, and a few other factors. Most science faculties will definitely require physics. They will require you to have a physics background. So if you don't have any physics, then it might be a little bit better for you to go to commerce. And the next faculty we're going to talk about is the Faculty of Engineering, right? So the Faculty of Engineering offers you a Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science and Electrical Engineering, and they also have electronics and electrical engineering. Very like verbose names, but they're actually very, very different, right? So your Bachelor of Engineering is actually going to be more hardware focused, right? If you think about it, your BCom degree is a bit more business driven, your science degree is a bit more scientifically, and then your engineering degree is going to be more engineering focused. You're going to do engineering physics, engineering math. It's also going to be a bit more hardware based. So if you look at electronics, computer science and electrical engineering, you will be working with circuits and hardware and kind of doing really low level programming. Electrical and electric engineering, so much electricity. They now do very little of the programming we did in computer science. So computer science was more focused on allowing you to build your own OS, allowing you to build your compiler, so very software related. They now get super hardware related. They are working with resistors, they're working with electrical boards, electrical circuits, so they're very really touching like high level programs that require a lot of memory and software, so they get really in depth. So if you like hardware, if you have a dream of opening up an iPhone, not sure if your university will let you, opening up an iPhone and kind of understanding the electrical components that it takes to build up devices, yeah, sure, totally, that's the degree for you. That is electrical and electric computing. It gets really, really intense. But now if you're thinking about maybe knowing the hardware, but kind of like trying to get a bit more into how the hardware interacts with the software, right? So now you're thinking, maybe how does the camera kind of affect the visual display on your screen? That's a bit more computer and electrical engineering. So you are concerned about the software, but also from a point of view of how it interacts with the hardware. That's kind of computer and electrical engineering. And now if you're looking at algorithmic efficiency, so for instance, how to make this camera take up as little memory as possible, how to make the qualities really crisp, as beautiful as possible, then you are now looking at computer science from science faculty. But if you're thinking of maybe, I just want to develop a really cool app, a really dope app that people will love, people will pay for, I think that this is a really great idea, then you are looking at your BCom in computer science. So you are still developing applications, not necessarily for enterprise systems. You know how to develop your own applications in different ways. Then you can develop a mobile app, an actual native app, and then you're looking more into a BCom in computer science degree. But now if you're thinking, I want to work with banks, I want to know how banks work integrally, I want to be able to develop these enterprise solutions that companies will like, then you're looking more into a BCom in information systems, and that's the degree for you. So I hope this information kind of gave you like a good overview of how the different faculties work together in terms of choosing their degree, choosing to study for your degree, and I hope this video actually helped you come closer to what you want to study. Again, if you have not subscribed to my channel, now is definitely a good time to subscribe to my channel. You made it to the end of the video. Come on, be a sunshine and subscribe to Sunshine in my code, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.